What's up, cracker ass crackers? Uh, Allergies are killing me today. My eyes feel like they're gonna swell out of my head, so I got that going for me today. Um, so there's that. Shitty weather day today. This quarantine thing sucks ass and balls. Um, John Duke, here's the clock again. Dude, I'm telling you, man, you missed your calling. You should have been like the sniper who could, get the wind and the air, and you don't miss or see anything. You see everything. Hi, Christy. Hi, Anna. So the bread's waiting to toast. Listen, everybody remember our two sponsors. Number one, Shadow Boner. If you don't know who Shadow Boner is, go to Facebook, find him, love the page. Ladies, you'll love it. He'll change your life. And the Second Amendment. When you just can't use the first, the second's got your back. Samantha's watching. I'm on a delay again because I can't figure out how to get these two things to sync up, and yes, my allergies are just destroyed. It's going to be a super short one tonight. I can feel it. I can't really see the long distance one. How's everybody doing? Somebody tell me what they did today. How are we doing today? Again, no material. Oh, the bread's done. There's going to be no material today. There'll be just us chilling out like we're hanging out on a Saturday night. I know my boy John probably got a tall one right in front of him. Victor's here. Haven't seen Victor in a while. How are you, buddy? Let's see if we can't... So I'm going to unplug the toaster this time. Because as everybody, Duke pointed out, I did buy a cheap-ass toaster. And he hates my clock. So, Crystal's here. I love Crystal. Her and her husband are two of the most fabulous people on the face of the earth. Ned said he cooked and cleaned like a housewife today. And I think that's where I would say it's about time. Sue, you're bored? I didn't do anything today. Okay, listen. While I make this sandwich, is anyone interested in hearing about the food that this fat bastard took in today? Anybody? Oh boy. It's always this one side. Ah, you fucker. Chicken fucker. Okay. Here we go. Ed Lisk is back in the house. Amanda is in the house. Amanda, I haven't seen you in years. I hope all is well. You were always one of the coolest damn people on the face of the earth. Let's see, I painted and John went to work. Then he cooked dinner, living the life. Listen, I always said in a Heather-John marriage, I can't figure out who the winner is there because you're both fantastic people. And you have a lot of sex. So you're both winners, really. Hopefully you don't mind me saying that to the 23 people that are watching here. Get this in here. So listen. Your boy Johnny today, all right? They might consider it essential more after they see what the fuck I'm doing over here. Charity might reach out and send me a new toaster out with all the struggling I've been doing. Okay, kids, my day started off with 6 cinnamon buns I made in the stove. Yeah. Bag of cheese doodles, eggs and bacon, pepperoni, sour cream and onion chips, burgers, hot dogs, 1 Fluffernutter, and now I'm having my 2nd Fluffernutter of the day. So this, ladies and gentlemen, puts us right here at, I think, 22. London. I can't wait to meet London either. That beautiful baby I see all the time on Facebook. Goddamn. Corey's back in the house. Rebecca. Well, I got all kinds of people watching here today. You gotta clean the rag, guy. Okay, class. Brian Sarowich in the house. Let's go, Mets. Your day started off with a Fluffernutter and my otter? Dead word. Okay, class. What do we call this, class? Hope in a jar. That's right. Oh, yeah. Life-changing, life-changing, life-changing. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You and Tommy should be intrigued because it's got to be rye bread and it's got to be toasted. And everybody keeps making fun of me because they say, yo, what are you, 80 years old? Rye bread's the ticket, kid. It's got taste. Come on now. Besides, if I ate white bread, wouldn't that be cannibalism? All right. Here's to all of you. Hope you're all still safe and healthy. Cheers. Mm-hmm. 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 Did you just say I dip toast in OJ? What is that? That is not burnt ass toast. Okay, Heather. It's a 3.5. The perfect toast. It is the perfect toast at 3.5. Fight me, bro. Hi, Sue. How are you? I hope all is well. All the boys are staying healthy and yourself. Sharon's back in the house. John Shea, that's a great idea, but I don't know if I could take any more, buddy. I don't know. I am possibly thinking about if this sandwich doesn't hit me off, I'm going to dip a hot dog in the fluff tonight. We'll see what happens. We'll see if that's a good idea. It's job lot style. I don't know what that means. So three pieces of good news for all of us. Whip in the house. One, the podcast is set. We have a place, we have a production, we have all the equipment. It's done. Two, I was in touch with Tot. Ladies, you will be happy to know that he's so alive and he's so well. He's been doing one-arm push-ups, 150 a day, just to be ready for you ladies when they let him out of the cage. Yes, Heather. From all of this peanut butter and all of this toast, the inside of my mouth feels like it was in a knife fight. Yeah, there's Tot now. There's Tot now. Tot, I just told the girls how you've been doing 150 one-arm push-ups every day of quarantine, and when they let you out of the cage, that you're an animal ready to roar. You're the real Tiger King, Tot. I'm not a pothead. Hugs, not drugs, sir. Oh yeah. Third part of good news. A good friend of mine is going to teach me how to cook, and her and I are going to record us cooking. I don't know how to cook anything except for a fluffernutter. So it's going to be fun, and it's going to be funny because she's a lunatic, but she's a great cook, and she's funny as hell. Nutella? What do you think, I got a raise? I'm not buying Nutella. Does this look like the Queen's Castle to you, pal? Nutella. Shit. Better get a second job. Nutella. At least I know what's going on over at that house, you rich bastard. All right, all right, all right. Cheers, you magnificent bastards. Anybody go outside today? Christy asked me if I started my quarantine yet. I stay home. I go to work and I stay home because I'm an essential worker. I go home, I go to work, and I stay home. And I limit my exposure and I limit my personal contact with other people. I do walk the dog. I will not use my stimulus check for Nutella. Why would I waste the whole thing on one thing? See what I did there? I already know what I'm buying with that. Jay Ruggiero in the house. What up, Jay? I'm only saying first and last names because, you know, you're logging in, people can see you're here, so I ain't blowing up anybody's spot. You know me. Mary Dart's in the house. Hi, Mary. How you doing, Mary? Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Jason Russell. Yo, what up, Russ? Yo, what up, man? How you doing, bro? Bird. Unbelievable, this sandwich. Unbelievable. Okay, so I want you guys to do me a favor, if you don't mind, anybody who's watching these. Hit me privately, or whatever. Just let me know if you're interested, if you would be interested in the podcast. It'd be a weekly thing. Probably not an everyday thing. Maybe 1 to 2 episodes released a week. Hit me privately and let me know. I'm just curious to see if there's, I'm going to do it either way, but being the selfish animal that I am and, you know, self-absorbed and egotistical, I'm just curious to see how many people are actually interested in it. Raymond Oathier, you handsome son of a bitch. I love you, buddy. I don't even know if you know how much I love you. How are my brothers doing? Ned, they both couldn't be doing better. and that's the truth. Obviously, you know, Robert's whole life is perfect. He got a great little life over there. His whole life's on an Excel spreadsheet. It's good. And Miguel is doing fantastic. Absolutely wonderful. He is soaring. And he's soaring. You know, I always told him, it's hard to fly like an eagle when you're soaring with the turkeys. But he's doing good. So good, bro. Hi, Monica. How are you? Long time no see. I just spit toast out of my mouth. Fluff. COVID fluff. Good God. Good God. Thank you, John Shea. I love you. I do. Thank you, Ned. Ned, how are your brothers doing? You don't have to tell the whole group, but hit me privately. Let me know how the boys are doing. How's your mom doing? That's a wonderful lady right there. I mean, she put up with the three of you boys. She's going to heaven. Just like my mom had to put up with the three of us. Robert being crazy, Miguel getting in trouble. Lucky for her, I was always in the library and studying and working about my schoolwork and working at the church and stuff. Dana. Hey, Paulie. Dana, how are you? You're down south. Take care of yourself. Paulie, you handsome son of a bitch. I'm going to have Paulie on as a guest one time. I don't know if anybody's ever seen me and Paulie locked in the room at the same time. Well, let me tell you something. It should be illegal, but it's going to happen. Because me and Paulie locked in the same room for more than 5 minutes. Yeah, it's felonious, but it's fun. Ray, if you're still watching, Ray Walthy, are you still in the house, bud? I still repeat every year at Christmas, your line. I hate the 3 Ks, kids, cats, and Christmas. Mom's good, keeping stuff stored away. Good, good, Ned. Good boy taking care of your mom. Everybody should be taking care of somebody during this time. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I stepped on a scale again today. I think we talked about it. I was up 22 pounds. Yeah. We're now up to 24. We're up to 24 pounds. I went from 202 to 226. So I'm thinking after tomorrow, no more fluffing us for a while, guys, because your boy Johnny's going to end up in the cardiac unit. You know what I mean? John Duke, how many times has my clock ticked since this started? I know you've been counting, you lunatic. So it's Saturday night. What's everybody doing with their family? Somebody tell me something. Tell me what you're doing right now, Dave. What are you doing with the fam tonight? Somebody tell me something. I'm curious to know. Sue, what are you guys doing tonight? We're probably cooking. We're going to watch Dancing with the Stars. Maybe some live PD. I'm going to grade a couple of papers. I'm going to fail some kids because they're punks. No, Christ. Oh, thank you, Christy. Hi, Dia. How are you, Dia? You know, John, that's a good question you asked. When I shower, do I wipe front to back or do I wipe back to front? Solid question. And the world needs to have that happen. It needs that answered. You have to wipe front to back. The reason being is when you clean the yard, you rake it and you bring it all to the dump. You don't ever go to the dump, fill up the truck, and bring it home to the playground. Am I right? You gotta take the garbage to the dump, front to back. Never fill up the truck and take the dump to the playground. Listen, it's not our fault that the playground is so close to the dump, but we've got to understand our parameters and our and our distances, and we got to make sure we maintain those boundaries. Unless it's Friday or Saturday night, it's somebody's birthday, then, close the door, game on. Having a taste at Ray. Ray's a first responder. Ray, I raise this fluffernutter to you and all the rest of the first responders that may or may not be watching. Oh, let me see. I think we have a special guest here. Please hold.
Yo, are you still broadcasting?
Yeah, somebody tell me if they could see Jeff Tottenham and hear him. Tot, you can still hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. I just face called you or something.
Face call.
Yeah, I don't even know how I did it.
Are you trying to tell all of Facebook that you just gave me a facial?
No, I face called you, not facialed you.
Oh, what does that say?
Yo, your show's great.
Yeah.
Yo, Johnny.
Talk to me, Goose.
Are the people still responding?
Yeah, there's Dan Lindley just said. Dan Lindley said he could hear you. Crystal said he could hear you, and John Duke said, "Tell Tot he owes me $30 for that gay porn."
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Hey, listen, gas money's gas money, bro.
Right.
So, I have a funny story I want to tell about FaceTime, if it's okay with everyone. It's about Jeffrey Tottenham. Jeffrey.
I'm gonna hang up so I don't mess up your show. I'll call you later.
Are you sure? Oh my God! Look at that, dude. You seriously look like Hillbilly Jim. Oh my God.
Dude, I'm going out of my mind.
I've never been more attracted to you than I am right now.
What?
I've never been more attracted to you than I am right now.
Oh really?
I'm gonna lick
You
my.
tried to turn me on too with the peanut butter.
Dude, look at the beard, kid. I'm gonna lick the phone when we're done talking.
Yeah, man. Dude, all the barbershops are closed. Can't even get a haircut.
Jesus Christ. Are you still on Backpage getting midget hookers, or is that shut down too?
Yeah, that's shut down too, man. It's all bad news.
So basically, we are definitely in crisis mode.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to tell the funeral FaceTime story when I hang up with you, if that's okay with you.
I'm gonna get off.
Is that okay with you?
I'll catch you later.
All right. What is this now? Ladies and gentlemen, hold on a second. You guys want to bear with me for... No, I think we're good. Are we good? I don't think we're good. Bear with me for just a second. Well, I think I'm Gooch now. Hold on. Hey. Live while you guys were on with me, they just announced that they are going to quarantine New York, part of New Jersey, and parts of Connecticut. I don't know if that includes us, but we'll have to look at that when we're done. Jeffrey Tottenham went to a wake. Obviously, someone passed away. That's what those are for. And number one rule of a wake. What's the number one rule of a wake? You turn your phone off. Well, previous to that, he had tried to FaceTime about 5 or 6 of us all at the same time. Some of us answered and some of us didn't. Well, a couple of us who did not answer tried to call him back. And I don't remember which one of us was that tried to call him back. I believe it was John or Jay. Well, Todd doesn't turn his phone off. And he hears that he's getting a phone call. Now, when it doesn't just call one person, it calls everybody in the joint FaceTime call. This lunatic is at the wake and picks up his phone and now has 5 or 6 people. We're all yelling at him, calling him names. The worst type of names, because we don't know where he's at. And he's sitting there talking to us and goes, okay, hey, listen, bye. I'm at a wake. I got to go. The kid's he's a lunatic. I hope I told the story right, Duke. I kind of forgot it, but we'll have another chance to say it again. Chris Ons is on here. Chris, I was watching you play the instruments. One was a guitar, and I wasn't really... there was like 3 or 4 different ones I was watching this morning, but I saw you were live tonight. I love that. Good for you. Big favorite, Christopher Ons? Little Guns N' Roses, maybe? Little Guns N' Roses on that acoustic guitar you've been playing there? Hi, Denise. Joey Bear. Joey Bear's in the house. Joey Bear, garage party? Yes or no, Joe? Garage party? Oh my goodness, we've been on for 25 minutes already, peeps. Chris says, hell yes, next time. You're the man, Chris. Chris is out there living in the Midwest or something, man. Stay healthy. Last I thought, I think it said Michigan you were living in somewhere around. Don't drink the water, man. Listen to Kid Rock, but don't drink the water. I just spit more fluff and that at the crowd. Anyhow, Jeffrey Tottenham. So I can let the cat out of the bag a little bit now because he called. Jeff's part of my podcast. Jeff and I work off each other really well. Jeff, everybody knows Jeff. He wakes up funny, he goes to bed funny, he sleeps funny. His whole day is funny. He's gold. Yes, I have put bananas on my fluffernutter. I have, but then I'd be really bound. You know what I mean there, guy? She says, how come you're still single? Why am I still single? Because I eat fluffernutters in my living room on a Saturday night. I am safe, Daniel Velez. I hope you are as well. There was another question in there too I meant to answer and I didn't do it. What was the question? It was, how's my sandwich from Jessica Tots? My favorite Tots, but don't tell Jeffrey. It's delicious. It's a great sandwich. John DeLorso. Every time I see people's sexiest man alive, I think of John DeLorso. That's him. Damn right, Denise. The kid's the man. Thought I heard something. Well, sandwich is almost over. Hey, my brother, I'm gonna go soon. This is fun. We're not releasing the name of our third podcast partner until she gives me the go-ahead. But we have the setup, and we have everything rigged up, and it's ready to rip. Well, I don't know about that, John DeLorso. I stand up and you see what these fluffernutters did to this body. You wouldn't say that. Amanda back in the house. Amanda, I don't know if you heard me before, but it was great to see your name. I hope all is well, and you truly are always one of the coolest cats on the planet. The cooking class was going to be for tomorrow, but I have a issue, conflicting issue with a family thing / work. I had to postpone it, and I apologize to that person. And we're going to get it done. It just can't be done in the next couple of days, unfortunately, because I have other commitments that I have to take care of. Plus, it's part of a quarantine, thing. So, guys, you're telling me to play songs. I would play songs, but when you play when you play songs in Facebook Live, it like shuts the video down because you don't own the music. So, blippity bloppity. But when we do the podcast, dude, GNR all the way, all time. Okay, our third podcast partner has allowed me to release her name. It's going to be myself, Jeffrey Tottenham, and Aaron Napolitano. For those of you that know those two people, They're absolutely hysterical. When you see the product of the three of us being in the same room and the way that we play off of each other, you guys are going to love it. Erin, not only being truly successful and unbelievably successful in the business world and as a mother and as a person and being pretty sexy, she's funny as hell. She brings tons to the table. I mean, listen, neither one of them are me, but they're good. Kidding. It's going to be great. Eddie Herskowitz is back in the house. Came to the party, Steve. Nice party. Thanks for coming to the party, Steve. John Duke, why would you hurt my feelings like that, man? You guys want to hear the funniest John Duke story ever? To me, anyway, it's personal. How about the funniest personal John Duke story ever? Just one time, I decided I was going to get married. It happens to the best of us, I know. I was getting married at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday at my mother's house. At about 10:30 in the morning, John Duke called my house phone, because back then, cell phones were, you had to be one of the rich kids or work gave it to you. So he calls and he says, "Hey, I'm swinging by the house. Come out. I want to talk to you." I said, "Okay." And even though we're always the same kind of, we're the same age almost. He's always been like an older type of brother guy to me. Mainly because I was a lunatic and they were trying to keep me out of trouble, and I was trying to keep him out of trouble. So he says, "Come outside." She touched my pee-pee, Eddie. And I walk out to the driveway. He's in his pickup truck. In the back of the truck, he had a 30-pack of Miller Lite on ice. He pulls up the Lynyrd Skynyrd gold and silver double record, gold and platinum, or whatever the hell it's called. And he goes, "You sure you want to do this?" He goes, "I can have you anywhere far enough away in the next 2 hours with what I have in this truck that you don't have to worry about it." That's when I knew that we were going to be best friends for life and that he really cared about me. And to this day, John Duke will look me in the face at least once, maybe twice a year. And without saying anything, he'll just go, "You should have gotten the truck." And you see, he tells a little bit of truth there. Top, I'm trying to read. Last night, your neighbors were outside banging on pots and pans, yelling and shouting. They're doing that every night at 8:02, bro. It's the people are ringing bells and doing fireworks and this, that, and the other thing. It's a whole thing that they're showing support for something. And what I find funny is that Stop and Shop and Big Y are opening up at 6 a.m. for the old people, because they get up early, because they go to bed early. So our idea is to bang on pots and pans and do fireworks at 8 o'clock at night, so we wake them up so they don't go grocery shopping. It's all fucked up. Jake Ray says you should have gotten a truck. Yeah, that makes two of us, pal. He says that means they got COVID. That might be the comment of the night. Jessica says you probably should have gotten a truck. You got that right, Jess. You ran out there with a golf club because you thought they were being robbed. What were you going to do? Slice a guy to the left? Hey, if Jeff Tottenham's going to hit a golf ball at you, just run straight. He'll never get you. Eddie, I don't know what it is, bud. This is the third night in a row. Every night about 8:10, I figure. If I can, I will. If the interest is there, I had enough interest today during the day and people saying you're going to be on at 8:10. It's fun. It's a cool way for us all to chat, hang out, Excuse me. Jessica Tate just thought of something funny. I should get in a truck, and if I don't have a truck, there's only one place to get a truck, underneath the giant American flag. He says that must be an inside joke. I don't know which one we're talking about. Did she touch my pee-pee? That's from one of the greatest movies of all time. Supposed to be ringing the bell. I don't know what to do. She said, bring Tot and I in for a spot this week. part of my not my quarantine, but my only going to work and only going to home keeps me away from people, so that I don't subject anyone else to any outside interference. It's a whole thing. I can't really explain it, but for now I gotta be safe and I gotta be seen. You know what I mean? That's the only way to do it. So before I go, because I feel like we're at our 35-minute mark. Thank you everyone for being here. Order out. Take care of your small businesses. Support those small businesses. Take care of your community. And always remember that we could be here at 8:10. You know, if I log in tomorrow and there's only like 4 people watching, I know maybe I don't do it, or I just do it anyway because I don't care. Aaron will have to talk more about it. But, so kind of a nice night. I'm going to go out onto my balcony now. I'm going to play some GNR. I'm probably going to sing for the neighbors. They probably don't like it, but when I hear the tunes, I have to sing as well. It's what I need to do. So, thank you all again for coming here tonight. Thank you all for showing the interest in the podcast. Again, if you think you'd be interested in hearing a weekly or even a bi-weekly thing, Tot, don't get excited. Bi-weekly doesn't mean what you think it does. Settle down. But if you think about once or twice a week you'd be interested, hit me privately and just say, dude, we would be interested. Listen, like I said, because of my ego and because I think I'm funny, we're going to do it anyway. But I think it makes it easier knowing that, there will be interest and it'll help us get a little bit more excited. But it's there. Scott says, eat a fucking Fluffernutter. Dude, I already had my second one. Scott, you missed it. I apologize. I will tune in tomorrow night, maybe 8:10. We're going to do it again. Unless maybe on a Sunday I might do it earlier. I don't know. We'll see. But what the fuck are people watching on 8:10 on a Sunday anyway? Sopranos aren't on anymore. So I'm going to go. I've eaten the Fluffernutter. I talked to enough people. I love all of you. Don't forget to take care of your small businesses. I see Eddie's name's up there. He works at for Eddie, if you don't mind, they're going to find out anyway if they hit your name. He's a big shot over at the 99. They make unbelievably great food. I believe they're doing takeout. Hit them up. Hit up everyone's place. That's very true, Jessica. Your brother knows. Hit these businesses up. Go get some takeout. Nobody wants to cook during a quarantine anyway. Help them out. It's easier. You don't have to touch as much food at the grocery store. Go get it made. They're being very careful. More careful than we could ever be with our own food. Take care of these people. Don't forget the bartenders who are trying to do takeout. They're going to need us now. They're going to need us again later. And remember, I got you here. I got a toaster in my living room. I got fluff in my belly. And I got love in my heart for all of you. Good night, and I love you.